special young lady here tonight. Have been knowing her for quite a few years now. She has done a few shows that we've been able to host, and we love her dearly. She is so funny, and I want y'all to give it up right now for comedian Gigi Wong.
All right, cut the music, DJ. When you come up, you're supposed to come up to some music. Where's the music at, Daryl? And then she had nerve to ask me a song, and you ain't even play it. That's why Bob something told me years ago. He said, "Don't get caught up in those songs, because they might not play your song. Because a lot of times they had you to play. Cut the music, Daryl. Don't nobody want to hear it now. It's too late. You gotta put some. It's too late. The mood is past. The mood is gone. I can't even believe him. My name is Gigi Wong. That's Geegeewong. My husband is half Guyanese and Chinese. And that's him right there. That's my baby. Stand up, baby. Don't sit down. That's my baby. Stand up, baby. Stand up. Stand up, baby. I make him stand up at every show. You know, because y'all call them dudes in your inbox thirsty. Now I call him my husband. He was in my inbox hitting on me on regular. You know what I'm saying? He was consistent. He caught me on one of them nights when I just got off my knees telling God that I wasn't going to fornicate no more. You know what I'm saying? You get tired of telling God I ain't going to fornicate no more. Then Ray knock on the door. Here you go fornicating again. Like you got to repent again. Again and again and again. You know what I'm saying? So he hit me one night. I called him. I heard his voice on the phone. I was like, oh my God, that baby sound good. Whew. Give it up for my mama. Hey, mama. That's my mama. That's my mama coming in looking around. Go sit over there by your son-in-law. Lord have mercy. Sit on over there by your son-in-law. Man, that's my mama right there. She birthed me. I always tell her the best thing she ever did was to take us to church. You know what I'm saying? To go to church and give you a higher power to believe in and be responsible to. Because you know when you get to be an adult, you be like, I'm grown. Nah, you ain't got to answer your parents. Now you got to answer to God. You know what I'm saying? So I got tired of telling God I wasn't going to fornicate no more. And then I met him. He was in New York. I was here in Maryland. I went to pick him up and brought him home with me for the weekend, and he never went back home. He came in November. We got engaged in December. We got married in January. January 29th, it'll be 13 years we've been married. People say, how long you been married? 13 years. How long you been together? 13 years. Because, you know, people want credit for all them years they were shacking up. We've been married for 2 years and we've been together for 20 years. I'm like, happy 2-year anniversary to y'all. You don't get no credit for all them years you were shacking. You don't get no credit for none of that. You know what I'm saying? And shouts out to everybody who bought a toy for the kids. Give it up for yourself. If you bought a toy for the kids or if you sowed some type of seed, you know, it's amazing. Kids need help. You know what I'm saying? Any teachers in the audience? We got any teachers? Nobody teaching the school system? Good, I can talk about them. That talks about them. They be pressed too. I be like, any teacher? Me? I'm like, okay, excuse me, man, what time does your school start? They be like, about 7:30. Like, what time it end? Like 2:30. I be like, can you do me a favor? Don't call me between them hours. It's your shift. As the parent, we got to take care of the kid at home. You the teacher. You at school. You signed off on all the little student loans. Score real high on the SAT test. Promise you going to pay all that money back. You had 4 years to decide if you was going to be a teacher or not. All I had was 9 months. That's all we get. We get 9 months to decide if we going to keep them or not. You know what I'm saying? And you don't know if you should keep them or not. And I had an appointment. I ain't ashamed to tell nobody. I had an appointment at Planned Parenthood to put him in that jar. But I ain't put him in that jar. I kept him. The Bama ended up being a mechanic. You know what I'm saying? Every time he come help me with my car, I be like, boy, I'm so glad I ain't put you in that jar. I'm so glad I ain't put you in that jar, boy. I'm trying to tell you. You are a blessing. You know what I'm saying? I try to tell the teachers, you gotta see. The thing about teachers is, I done had a couple little. I've always been the type of parent to go down to the school, shadow my kids. I used to go to class with them every grade that they were in. I shadowed them. I followed them around all the way through high school. And then when my youngest son was in middle school, he had a little incident, and we had a little meeting. So they had a little meeting in the hallway after we left. Just so happened I forgot something. And I came back, and they was in the hallway talking about me. They said, the apple don't fall far from the tree. I said, excuse me, ma'am, I don't even know if that apple fell off my tree. Because when you have a baby, they take them to the nursery, then they bring back another baby. They could have switched my baby up in the back. But I got DNA test. He mine. I went on Maury Povich. He mine. Because, nobody wants their child to fail. You don't want your child to fail. You don't want them to get in trouble. You raise them. And when you raising them, you don't know how really to raise them. You know what I'm saying? So you try things. You know what I'm saying? You try to beat them. You try. My son kept getting in trouble. This Bama going to tell me, mommy, you know why I always do something before I go to sleep? Because I don't be sleepy. So I just do something so you can beat me so I can fall asleep. And then he told the teacher that. He said, the only way I go to sleep is when my mother beat me. That's what he did. So you try to do what you could do. So one day he kept getting in trouble. So I said, one day, let me find out, because I done beat him, and, I beat him and I beat him. You know what I'm saying? I've been beating him. You know what I'm saying? So I asked him one day, I said, look, you got in trouble in school today. You want me to beat you, or you want me to punish you for 2 weeks? He said, punish me for 2 weeks. Beat me so I can go outside. Because if I punish him for 2 weeks, he got to be stuck in the house. So he was like, beat me and get it over with. So I punished him for 2 weeks. I did the opposite because he told me what to do. He said, if you beat me, so you're willing to take a whooping so you can go outside. So I'm going to say, you not going outside for 2 weeks. And it was torture to me. Because every day he was coming around, Mommy, I'm sorry. Mommy, I love you. Please, Mommy, can I go outside? And I'm like, boy, go on outside. I think I lasted probably 3 days out them 2 weeks. Because I be trying to tell the teachers, you get a new student every year. I got the same kid every year. Write that down somewhere. I got the same child every year. You get a whole new set of kids. You get a fresh start. You know what I'm saying? Make them do their job. Don't answer the phone when they call you. Don't answer the phone. My son used to get suspended. You think I'm playing? I used to put him on the bus. He used to show up at school. They're like, Miss Jones, your son is suspended. I said, no, he not. What they gonna do? He rode the bus to school. They can't bring him back home. What they gonna do with him? So the principal gonna tell me, he said, I need to have a meeting with you, so we can talk about this. Because I see Jawan's was back in class yesterday. He was supposed to be suspended. I said, okay, that's fine. I can meet with you tomorrow morning. I do hair. I ain't got no babysitter. So when I went to go to the meeting, I told him, go around the back and go in class while I'm meeting with the principal. Because what I'm going to do with him, right? So the principal, I'm thinking he's an older, little short guy. He's an older guy. And my son ran around him and went in the back. And it's no way that he could have saw him running in the back. But the Bama came up to the front to meet me. And he said, yeah, I see Jawan's back in class. I'm like, how you see that? So we sit at the table. He like, look, in all of my years in the school system, I have been in the school system for 20 years, and I have never rescinded a suspension. And I was like, rescind? What that mean? I had to Google it and see what it mean. It mean to take back. For y'all that didn't know what rescind mean, it mean to take back. Because I know it's probably some of y'all in here like, what do it mean? It means to take back. So he's never taken a suspension back in 20 years. I said, first of all, my sons are black and they're male. They're already born with 2 strikes against them. So at the end of the day, I'm going to stand up for my children and make sure that they get the education that they deserve. Now, their grades aren't that great where they're going to go to college, but I'm going to put them in some type of program where they can help themselves and end up. And my sons have been working. I have a 29-year-old and a 26-year-old son, and them Bamas have been working since they were 16 years old. They have been working. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you got to play broke. You can't let your kids know that you got everything. Like my mama she always made it seem like she had everything. So I figured I'd live with her. I wanted to live with my mother for the rest of my life. But she just kept putting me out the house. Every chance she got, she kept putting me out. And the thing about it was when I met my husband, he didn't mind living there. You know, to have a man that didn't mind living with your mother. But then she put him out. And he said, nah, we not about to stay with your mother because she not about to keep kicking us out. At the end of she clapping. You happy we ain't there no more, Nana? I told him, I said, my husband, when he came here from New York, you know, he was staying with his mother, and I was staying with my mother. You know, we just helped each other get free, you know, like Harriet Tubman, you know, free the slaves. We got about them basements, didn't we, baby? I be telling women all the time, I say, look, if your man don't have no job, I blame you. And when I know why you blame me, I blame you because when my husband came here, I filled out all his applications. I did him a nice little resume, a nice little cover letter. You know what I'm saying? To make sure he get a job. And the magic about it was when he got his first job, you know what I'm saying? He had to hand direct deposit. And he ain't had no account. So he had to have his money in direct deposit to my account. So I get paid every Friday. Baby don't even know how much he made. You know what I'm saying? What you got to do? Let me tell y'all something. Look, merge is not hard. A lot of people try to make it seem like merge is hard. Merge is not hard. You know what I'm saying? You do a little role play. You know what I'm saying? I've been a maid. I've been a nurse. I've been a school teacher. I've been a student. I done dropped them off at Home Depot, circle around the block. You know, he look Mexican. Drop him off at the Home Depot, circle around the block, and be like, do you fix cabinets? He like, I do. I like, get in the car. Let's go home. At the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you got to do some things. You start running out of stuff. It's been 13 years. You about to start running out of stuff. What we going to be now? We got things to do. A lot of people try to say he only married me for a green card. He had a green card since he was 8 years old. He didn't marry me for no green card. He's a permanent resident since he was 8 years old. That man is 42 years old. He does not need no green card. All he need to do is make a decision if he want to be a citizen or not. And he said he don't want to be a citizen. He wants to be true to his country, Guyana. You know what I'm saying? Which is fine. That's cool. As long as he can work over here in America, it's okay. Try to tell women, get you a foreigner, girl. Get you somebody that's happy to be in America. Y'all messing with these Americans over here taking advantage of things that you get welfare and all. You don't get that over there in them other countries. They don't help you with no food stamps, no Section 8. If you ain't got no money, you ain't got no money. For real though, I've been doing hair, y'all, for 29 years, and I just want to say this. A lot of people, when you lean back in the bowl, you do things that make me feel uncomfortable. As the person who's shampooing your hair, I had to tell my client one day. She leaning back in the bowl. She like, "Oh yeah, oh right there, right there. Oh, you getting a spot?" I'm like, Linda, unball your toes. I'm not trying to make. I'm not trying to make you feel like that. I'm not. I'm not. I mean, but it just feels so good. No, we not about to do that. And then you got the people with the little short necks. You know what I'm saying? The people with the short necks. You be like, lean in the boat. She be like, I'm in the boat. I'm like, come back just a little bit more. I'm back as far as I can go. Well, let me sit you on the pillow. You still ain't rising. I'm like, okay, cool. So then after I rolled and set her head, we done worked it out. I done shampooed the condition. We got through that moment. And then I put the rollers in her hair and I go put her under the dryer. And she gonna say, give me a towel for my neck. I said, where was your neck earlier when we needed it? We need your neck at the shampoo bowl. We need you to be a turtle when you get under the dryer. Suck that neck in under the dryer. Because you only get one towel per visit with me. You get one towel because I got to wash my own towels. So you get one towel. So if I give you one towel and I shampoo you, then you get on the dryer, you talking about another towel. That's two towels. Should I charge extra for the towel? Then this thing with the pictures. Don't come to me with no pictures. You want to bring me a picture of the style that you want. But you ain't got none of what the girl in the picture got. So I said, okay, well, we can do that. We just gonna have to add a few pieces. My man don't like no hair. I said, well, hold on, baby. Let me go in the back and get my magic wand. I'm a beautician, not a magician. I can't make it magically appear. And then you got the ones that bring the picture and you do it just like the picture. As a stylist, you know what I'm saying? I critique my own work. Like if I ain't do a good job, I'd be like, girl, don't tell nobody I did that. But when I did a good job, I'm excited. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh yeah, she pulled that picture. Man, look, this what she asked for. This what she got. And they be looking just like it. But then she spin around in the mirror and she look in the mirror and she be like, it look good, but what I'm gonna do about this right here? Her double chin. Baby, I did your hair, not your face. You got to consult your plastic surgeon about that double chin you got working. Cause I did the hair, I did up here. I ain't do that on here. I didn't do that. And then I'm not African American. This is for anybody. Y'all can keep saying you from Africa and all that. That's why every time somebody get in office, they try to send you back to Africa. Cause you keep saying you from somewhere else. So they like, why you here? I was born in DC General Hospital. I am an American. I was born in a hospital so bad, they wasn't saving no lives, so they turned it into a shelter. So they could save some lives. I'm an American. And what really makes me separate from them Africans is when they come in the shop. Oh, I need the works. I need to touch up a trim of rents. I need everything. I'm like, all right, calm down, foo. I got you. That's gonna be $100. $100. I give you 60. Say, no, you're not about to give me 60. Cause you know I'm about to press you and perm you. Cause when you put that relaxer on their hair be buckling back and be like, I'm not going down. I am not going down. So you got to smooth that relaxer, and then you gotta press it when you get finished. So now on foo, you're not gonna do me like you're not gonna cut me short. You feel me? So one time a lady came in. Okay, so a lady from my church, she booked me to do a show for her 20th wedding anniversary renewal ceremony. So they was renewing their vows after 20 years. So she had me to do the show. So I did the show. I did my little African joke. And then she was like, yeah, Gigi, if you see me after church, just pull me to the side. I gotta tell you something. So I was excited. I was like, oh, she about to do some more shows or something. She must really love me. I'm excited. So first Sunday I ain't see her. Second Sunday I ain't see her. The third Sunday I saw her, she was walking across the parking lot. I said, Miss Pat, you want to talk to me? She said, yeah, you did that African joke, and I had some family from Africa, and they were offended. I said, girl, if you don't get out my dang old face, you had me all excited to hit you up just for you to tell me something about some. Look, the next African person that I had that came to the shop, I asked her. I said, look, she walked through the door. She said the same thing. And then she hit me with I have my own palm. I said, what? She said, I have my own palm. Oh, you got your own perm. Oh, okay. She bought her own perm. So the perm was called Africa's Best. If y'all don't believe me, when you go to the beauty supply store, look. It's called Africa's Best. So I put it in the girl's hair. When I tell you, she went straight from Africa to Mexico. I was like, girl, your hair is silky now, baby. Hair was good. It was good to go. And then I ran the little thing across her. I said, would you be offended? She said, no, because I did the same thing. She's African. She did the same thing. And she felt like that wasn't offensive because it was the truth. So how do you get offended by the truth? When somebody tell you something that's real and something that's honest, my dad used to always say to me, you not lying to me, boo, you lying to yourself. Don't lie to yourself. That's all I want to tell people. Don't lie to yourself. Be honest with you, regardless of who's around trying to. Facebook is the devil. All they talk about is negative stuff and all that, but I stay on there, you know what I'm saying, because I'm not singing that song. Yeah. The little song, the little song you be hearing on the radio, INDEPENDENT. Do you know what that means? I'm like, that means you are alone in this bill paying process. You don't got nobody helping you to pay these bills. No, ma'am. The Bible says that man is not independent of woman and woman is not independent of man. You supposed to get married. Woman was created to be a helpmeet. It ain't about you needing a man. It's about a man needing you. And a man a lot of times don't even know. He don't know. He don't know. My husband will tell you. He came here with 2 outfits. If you see how much stuff he got right now, clothes, shoes, endless underwears, t-shirt, he living high on the hole. You hear me? I gave him life and life more abundantly. You hear me? When you get that check, don't worry about nothing. You get that check, you buy him a pack of white beaters and some drawers, he good. Cook him something to eat. You know what I'm saying? Don't be just cooking no regular old oodles and noodles. You know what I'm saying? When you get them oodles and noodles, put some eggs in it. Put some mixed vegetables in it. Put some tuna in it. Put some nature seasoning in it. Drop an egg in it. You know what I'm saying? Don't give them no regular old oodles and noodles. Because Bama's be just to hook it up. Bama's be wanting to eat. And they don't even be knowing it. They don't be knowing how much they need to eat. You been eating noodles from the curry out every day for 17 years. That woman cook you a steak. Look, I challenge every single woman in here to find you, because I ain't going to say find, because the Bible says he who finds a wife finds a good thing. He supposed to find you. You ain't supposed to find him. So when you allow him to find you, cook for that Bama, clean for that Bama, and play broke. Don't never tell him you got no money. Play broke. How many times you heard the story? Yeah, he left me for Keisha on Section 8. I'm over here with a house and a mortgage and a car. Yeah, you had too many responsibilities. Keisha rent ain't but $75. You over there with a whole mortgage and homeowners and all that. Water bill, light bill. Nah, he ain't doing all that. He gonna go over there and be rich and famous with Keisha over there. He ain't about to be paying your bill. Oh, the least he can do, he can't pay all my bills. But if he gets your nails done, your hair done, that's helping you. Cause y'all know, I'm gonna tell y'all this and I'm gone. Cause y'all know, as a hairstylist, y'all be setting me up. Hit me on the phone, telling me, yeah, Gigi, I need the works, girl. I need to touch up a trim, a rinse, and everything. I was like, all right, girl, that's gonna be $150. I'm pay my Sprint bill. You know what I'm saying? But then you walk in the door arguing with your man, telling, forget you. I don't need you for nothing. I got a job. Click. Gigi, I'm just gonna get a rabbit curl. I'm like, no, you not. That's about to be $75. I need $150. That's what I thought she was gonna bring through here. You need to call that Bama back and apologize to get the rest of my money. Stop being selfish. It's not about you. All right? All right. All right. All right now. It's not about you. Don't call me until you got that money together. And we ain't got no, the Bible says pride goes before destruction. If you being prideful, you destroying yourself. You being prideful, you like, I don't need him. Yes, you do. You need him. We need him to get that money. And I'll help you too. Like I tell him it was 200, but it really be 100. And then I give you the 100 to put in your pocket. You see what I'm saying? That's what we gonna do. All right, y'all. Y'all been wonderful. Give it up for yourselves. I've been Gigi.